Dusk falls on Babylon. The setting sun casts long shadows from the towering mud brick walls. Golden light bathes the city, illuminating homes and avenues in a warm, inviting glow. Distant city sounds fade with the dying light. As evening embraces Babylon Market Street at dusk. Weary workers trudge home, their faces etched with exhaustion and relief. Wide avenues lined with mud brick homes and settling animals, the air cooling after the day's harsh heat. The market quiets as a vendor closes his stall, the sounds of bartering fading into soft, murmured conversations. In a humble Babylonian home, the soft glow of oil lamps bathes the faces of a family gathered for their evening meal. Laughter and stories fill the air as the comforting sounds of family life replace the distant city noises. Contentment settles over the scene as the day ends, capturing a moment of shared peace. As dusk descends, the Babylonian marketplace quiets, merchants packing up amidst the lingering city hum. Potters wipe clay, fruit sellers arrange figs. The air hangs heavy with spices and baking bread. The once bustling heart of Babylon slowly surrenders to the approaching night, its energy subdued. Dusty Babylonian streets hum with life as dusk descends, children's laughter echoing amidst the towering buildings. Playful children sprint through the streets, their energy a vibrant contrast to the adults' calm. The Ishtar Gate shimmers in the fading light, a silent, blue-tiled sentinel watching over the day's end. The Euphrates reflects the setting sun, its gentle flow gilded with a warm, golden light, creating a tranquil haven. City sounds fade, replaced by the soft lapping of water, a symphony of peace resonating along the riverbank. A moment of serene beauty unfolds, capturing the quiet conclusion of the day in a tableau of golden hues. As dusk settles, Arimu, a humble cloth merchant, wearily departs his stall, satisfaction lining his face. He clutches a clay tablet filled with cuneiform script, a record of his day's honest transactions. The market empties, the sounds of bartering fading into the tranquil evening air. Aremu walks the dusty streets, each step a small cloud of earth, homeward bound. Towering ziggurats rise against the skyline as priests chant their evening prayers, voices echoing. Incense drifts, a mystical scent, as Aremu observes the scene with quiet reverence. Aremu's modest home glows warmly against the backdrop of looming temples, a stark contrast under the soft night. The comforting sounds of family draw Aremu closer, a smile lighting his weary face as he approaches his dwelling. He turns back for one last look at the ziggurats, bathed in soft light, a moment of peace before stepping inside. Inside Aremu's warm home, his wife grinds barley with rhythmic grace, filling the air with soft sounds. Their young daughter watches, imitating her mother, her playful taps echoing in the cozy space. Aremu enters, his tired face lighting up with a fond smile as he beholds the heartwarming scene. Aremu gently sets his clay tablet on the shelf, marking the end of his work for the day. The splash of water as Aremu washes his hands signals a shift towards family. The comforting sounds of grinding barley and a daughter's laughter fill Aremu's home. The family gathers, a humble meal laid out before them. Lentils, flatbread, and dates, a simple feast of togetherness. Contentment fills the air as they share the meal, the day's burdens momentarily forgotten. In the warmth of familiar faces, the simple meal becomes a symbol of their unbreakable bond. Warm glow of lamplight. Balatu, a young scribe, hunches over a clay tablet, his brow furrowed in deep concentration. His hands move with practiced precision, etching wedge-shaped marks into the soft clay. The gentle scratching of his stylus and the occasional flicker of the lamp fill the silent room. Balatu stretches, his joints protesting after hours hunched over his work, the scent of clay and ink filling the scribe's room. He leans back, eyes tracing the cuneiform on the tablet, a subtle smile revealing his satisfaction with the completed work. The peaceful room is filled with the distant, sweet melody of a lyre, adding to the tranquil atmosphere. The ancient city sleeps under a blanket of night, its dark structures silhouetted against the fading sky. Distant city sounds echo through the night-hushed murmurs, and the lonely bark of a dog fill the air. Amidst the darkness, Belatu's lamp casts a warm glow, a beacon of order and diligence. Patrol Babylon's towering walls as torchlight flickers across the ancient stone, painting dancing shadows. Another quiet night, eh, Belle? One guard remarks, the city's distant sounds rising to meet them. Belle replies, aye, quiet. But the city never truly sleeps, his gaze sweeping over the sprawling darkness. On the muddy Euphrates riverbank, Eli pulls his small boat ashore, his movements measured under the vast night sky. The lapping water whispers secrets as he secures the boat. The towering ziggurat, a distant, shadowed sentinel. Turning towards the darkness, Eli offers a hopeful plea to the unseen. May tomorrow's catch be plentiful. Flickering lamplight paints the interior of a humble Babylonian home, casting long shadows on the clay walls. Naomi grinds grain, her movements slow but steady, her face etched with a quiet strength. The scent of clay and grain fills the air as Naomi pauses, a hint of contentment in her weary eyes. Golden light washes over the farmlands beyond the settlement walls as dusk descends, promising rest after labor. Naram, a weathered farmer, walks along the irrigation canal, ensuring the lifeline of the crops flows freely. Reeds sway, frogs croak, and the air stills as twilight embraces the farmlands in quiet anticipation. Naram's weathered hands manipulate the water gate, directing life-giving water to the thirsty fields. He wipes sweat, a peaceful contentment drawn on his face as he surveys his labor. The symphony of the evening surrounds him, frogs croaking, reeds rustling a reward for his toil. Naram walks the narrow path home, the indigo sky deepening behind him. The silhouette of protective walls looms, a stark reminder of the dangers beyond the peaceful fields. He pauses, gazing back at his land, with quiet pride gleaming in his eyes. A clay lamp flickers, painting the modest room in a warm, golden light as Naram enters, etched with the day's weariness. The air is thick with the earthy aroma of lentils, simmering in a clay pot tended by his wife's soft, welcoming gaze. Golden light bathes the scene, emphasizing the warmth and intimacy of their humble abode. Inside Naram's home, two young sons sit on a mat, their hands shaping clay into lions, bulls, and dragons. Their excited chatter fills the small home, a comforting melody as they share stories of their creations. Naram watches his sons, a gentle smile gracing his lips as he observes their innocent joy. Naram sits among his sons, their laughter echoing as they mold clay animals, their hands working in unison. He listens, guiding with gentle words as they spin imaginative tales, the hearth casting a warm glow. A sense of profound peace settles over Naram, a rare harmony filling the simple home and his heart. Dusk settles on the Euphrates, its gentle flow mirroring the nascent starlight above ancient Babylon. Small wooden boats sway gently, tethered to the riverbank, their hulls whispering against the tranquil water. Distant city sounds mingle with the river's soft lapping, a symphony of serenity in the fading light. Golden lamps cast a warm glow on the Euphrates, its surface rippling with reflections. Fishermen along the riverbank busy themselves with final tasks as the cool air carries scents of water and fish. Aram hums softly, his melody blending with the gentle sounds of the river as he finishes his work. The Euphrates stills, mirroring the night sky's stars and the city's faint glow. Boats rest silently as fishermen retreat, leaving only the river's gentle murmur. The camera ascends, revealing the vast, starlit sky mirrored in the dark waters. Under the dim flicker of torches, Tiranu begins his nightly vigil, his figure a silhouette against the silent city streets. His wooden staff echoes softly against the cobblestones, a rhythmic beat in the deserted night. Passing darkened doorways, Tiranu's senses sharpen, alert to any disturbance in the still, expectant air. Before the towering Ishtar Gate, Tiranu pauses, the torchlight dancing across the vibrant blue tiles. Painted lions and bulls leap to life in the flickering light, silent guardians of the city's ancient secrets. The distant hum of the sleeping city underscores the gate's imposing grandeur. Under the watchful moonlight at the Ishtar Gate, Tiranu stands in quiet contemplation, long shadows stretching around him. He listens intently to the sleeping city's symphony of soft breaths and distant dreams. His eyes closed. Pride warms him as he opens his eyes, his gaze sweeping across the silent cityscape. I am the guardian of this calm. Babylon sleeps under a vast starlit sky, its ancient walls silhouetted against the night. A hush falls over the sprawling city, the darkness concealing its secrets. Faint lights flicker distantly from the temple courtyards, hinting at hidden rituals. Flickering oil lamps cast dancing shadows in the temple courtyard, illuminating the ancient stone floor. Priests in ceremonial robes move deliberately before towering statues, their faces etched with concentration. The heavy scent of incense fills the air, creating a serene and mystical atmosphere. Dim light flickers across the faces of scribes in a small chamber, shadows dancing as they work with intense focus. A scribe carefully seals a clay jar, his brow furrowed in concentration, a mix of reverence and grave responsibility in his eyes. Faint, rhythmic chants of priests drift in, mingling with the soft rustle of palm leaves, a quiet backdrop of devotion. Babylon unfolds in panoramic splendor as dusk paints the sky with vibrant hues of orange and purple. Ziggurats pierce the skyline amidst bustling marketplaces and sprawling residential districts. The camera descends from the city's grandeur, inviting us into its intimate spaces. Families gather in a small courtyard, woven mats spread beneath them, sharing bread and dates under the warm glow of oil lamps. Children, drowsy and content, lean against their parents as neighbors share stories of trade, harvest, and marketplace news. A sense of peace settles over the intimate courtyard, casting a golden hue on the faces of those connected by community. In the courtyard, a mother tenderly strokes her child's hair, listening intently, her eyes filled with affection. A father shares bread with his neighbor, a silent offering of unity under the starlit sky. Babylon's beauty wasn't only in its architecture, but in these simple bonds between people, the narration says. Night falls on Babylon. Stars blaze in the inky sky, undimmed by city lights. A gentle breeze whispers across the rooftops, carrying scents of earth and water. The scene evokes a serene, mystical atmosphere under the ancient starlight. Against the inky sky, a lone astronomer stands atop the ziggurat, his silhouette stark in the night. He peers through a primitive telescope, charting constellations on a clay tablet by the flickering oil lamp. Ishtar aligns with the serpent's eye. Nabu watches from his celestial throne. He murmurs, lost in the stars. Under a starlit Babylonian sky, a family reclines on woven mats, gazing up in awe. The father gestures to the heavens. See those stars? That is the constellation of Marduk. And over there, the hero Gilgamesh, he continues, forever immortalized for his bravery. Torches flicker, casting long shadows on Babylon's walls as guards patrol, their figures silhouetted against the night. Aram, a guard, gazes over the sprawling city, its distant music and laughter carried on the gentle breeze. A silent nod passes between Aram and another guard, a mutual respect shared in their watch over Babylon. In the dimly lit workshop, Elias hunches over a table, shadows dancing across the clay tablets and scrolls. The soft scratching of the stylus fills the silence as Elias meticulously etches cuneiform onto a damp clay tablet. Elias pauses, fatigue etched on his face, seeking a brief respite from his painstaking work. Soft lamplight bathes the courtyard, casting dancing shadows as a Babylonian family gathers, their laughter filling the tranquil night. Sarah watches her children, a warm smile lighting her face as their joyful echoes resonate through the peaceful courtyard. Nearby, Samuel captivates everyone with tales of the fields, his voice adding to the tapestry of familial warmth and affection. Under the watchful gaze of the full moon, Babylon's silhouette rises, its massive walls a testament to ancient power. The city hums with distant life, a subtle counterpoint to the gentle lapping of the river against the silent stone. A breathtaking vista unfolds, where moonlight dances on the water, painting a tranquil scene against the backdrop of formidable walls. The Euphrates at night, a shimmering ribbon under the moon, its gentle flow whispering ancient secrets to the banks. Silhouettes of small boats sway softly, tethered to the shore, as if dreaming under the watchful stars. Distant oil lamps cast a warm glow, painting the night with the quiet promise of home along the Euphrates. A warm glow from an oil lamp bathes a modest Babylonian home, casting dancing shadows on mud brick walls. The soft, rhythmic breathing of a sleeping family fills the room, a peaceful soundscape in the ancient city. A sense of quiet security pervades the home, simple life illuminated by the flickering light.